What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Free Spirit Tarot. I am Poetry. You are here for my journey through the tarot cards. We are on card number 4, where we are dealing with the Emperor. So, the whole purpose of this series is just to identify different ways that I myself interpret tarot cards using intuition, what I see, just based off of the images that are presented in front of me. And I'm using 5 of my most liked decks. The Wizard's Tarot, just this one here, the Good Fortune Tarot. That's not the Good Fortune. That's the Good Fortune Tarot. The Spellcasters Tarot, the Everyday Witch Tarot, and the Gregory Scott Tarot. I simply love the deck imagery overall of a majority of the decks that I own. These are the ones I find most comfortable to use and easy for me to get great readings with. As you are aware, I don't necessarily use the guidebook or the textbooks. And even though that's like a big hot topic around YouTube right now, that's just who I am. And nobody's going to tell me that I can't or that I'm not worthy to be called a tarot card reader because of it. So I said in previous videos that usually cards with people on them or a singular person, usually the court cards, are sometimes the cards that I have most difficulty doing any type of interpretation, because the characters on the cards usually aren't doing anything but looking towards the camera or looking off in the distance. And I feel that kind of way with the Emperor as well. Even though I was able to gather more out of the Empress, the Emperor, for the most part, doesn't give me too much. So I lean towards what I know about the Emperor. So I always kind of fall back on the Emperor's New Clothes, and how the fact that he was presenting himself to be something that he was not, but he was easily manipulated. They convinced him that he was wearing invisible clothes when he was really wearing nothing. So that's some of the things that I look at, or some of the things that I think about when I think about the Emperor. And then I look at the images themselves, see what directions they're looking in, what type of things are inside the images with them, what animals may be present. The Emperor typically represents the Scorpio, but I don't really lean towards a lot of association as far as zodiacs goes. And then if you're trying to do like a yes or no question, sometimes the Emperor can mean a maybe. In most cases, I usually see the Emperor represented at night, but unlike this card here, that's more of a daytime thing. But usually if I'm trying to get like a determination of time of day, night is usually where it falls for me. How soon things will happen is kind of unknown for me. It's mysterious, so I don't know that. But then I look at the seasons that surround it. We got a lot of a lot of fires going on, a brush fire here. This looks like spring or even late fall. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got out of those. Okay, so let me take my glasses off and try to really get into them. So the Emperor on this card, when I see him here, I think of somebody like Magellan, an explorer, somebody that is adventurous. They plot out their path, where they're going to go, and how they're going to do things. But he wants to be a little bit secretive as well. He doesn't necessarily want you to know everything he's doing. He's not somebody that typically shares it all. He's kind of a gatekeeper, is what I see when I see this man here. And I that's represented to me by the way he has his hand over the map, so you won't try to identify specifically what exactly he's talking about. You just know that he has a plan in motion that he's going to follow through on. And maybe he'll let you in on it, maybe not. But it's very logistical, his plan. It's, it looks like it's done by architecture. So somebody that really plots out and thinks about what they're going to do. But I don't know why I see men that are gingers, and there's a certain charisma about them that they are liked or disliked. You either love or you hate a ginger. And it's almost like he has to prove his point, show his strength, show his resolve in order for people to want to be led by him. So when I see this emperor here, he seems, I don't know, um, what's the word I want to look for? Over it? Like he has this constellation out. So unlike this, when he has like a drawn out maze, so to speak, but for like a blueprint. That's what that looks more like, a blueprint of where he's trying to explore. And this one is using the constellations to help him determine where he needs to go. But he's not in a hurry to go anywhere. Okay. He does a lot by the moonlight, so he studies the stars. So this one is at night as well. And he kind of used so to try to help him gauge exactly what his next move will be. He's very curious. That's why I have the curiosity of the cat. But like I say, he seems like it's not something that he has to necessarily venture out into right now. But he does seem like he's going to be very protective of the information he has by him wearing his armor. Okay. And then you see him with the antlers on as well, during the winter and the fall months, which is why I kind of lean towards more when I said this like look like the fall or spring. I lean more towards the fall because of the antlers here, because that's when the deer normally shed their antlers is around the fall time, and they bump their head up against the stones and the bricks in order to get those shedded so they can grow new ones and be ready for the spring. That's no during harvest season. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. But again, he wants to be a leader. He wants people to follow him, which is why he has this little light here, and for people to kind of like just believe him right out. Okay. With his heavy clothing, also because he has like a very heavy garment underneath his robe. Yeah, it's giving me winter fall vibes here, even though you do still see greenery. So the place is being to fall. He's in the mountainous area, but there's bounty there. It's not like it's an area that's desolate or starving for growth. This emperor here, he doesn't give me much anything. He seems to have like a facade about him that when I look at this card, I'm mm, like he's putting on airs. I hate to have my ring light there. I need to get different types of light. He seems like he's putting on airs, so to speak, with the way his presence is. He I don't know, almost as if he knows he's the shit, the dragons behind him. He believes that he is powerful and even more powerful than a king, maybe. But whatever he has learned, whatever information he has gained, like I said, he's like a gatekeeper. He doesn't want to share it too much, so he's set it ablaze here. Okay. He has this little pointer stick like a magician would have. So there's some type of trickery or deceit or manipulation is always in play with him. But then, like I said, he does still need to showboat and grandstand. There's present by the rubies and the diamond and the staff. And on the staff itself, there's the rune symbols. So yeah. Okay, so this emperor here is very interesting to me because he actually has the deer head with the full antlers. He seems a little bit more wiser to me, a more animalistic in nature. He does have the two bulls' heads next to him, which to me says that he has a certain dominance over a Taurus person. They tend to follow his leads, and the size of his horn is what kind of matters in this particular case. Now his staff is made out of a squirrel's acorn. We have the crescent moon there. This symbol, oh my goodness, I can't remember what card I've seen the symbol on before. I want to say the High Priestess is where this image comes to play. Yeah, and again, he's burning it all down. He's the type of person that would rather burn it down and see you have it, see you achieve it, see you get to it. And then there's other ram's heads there too. So we have the cows, we have the rams, and then his antlers are the most powerful and the most fierce and the most strong is what I see him representing here. This particular emperor, he gives me so lackadaisical. It's like K Sarah Sarah, whatever will be. He always has everything that he wants and needs here. And even though he doesn't dress really grandiose, his style of dress is really laid back. He has on the loafers, like he ain't got to do nothing. You know, he has a sword and shield, but the way that he's dressed, he's not going to battle. He's not fighting anybody. No, it's almost like he has like I see this. I see the three-eyed falcon from Game of Thrones. He has little birds watching out for him and bringing him back whatever news that he needs to have. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He doesn't have to do anything but sit up on his throne and just exist. Okay. So yeah, that's what I got for the Emperor here. And I mean, there's possibly, like I say, other things that I could see in these cards. It really kind of falls into what other cards come around it and how those things could be applicable. Like, what is he looking at? Okay. What did he burn? What did he want to leave behind? You know what I'm saying? Who was he trying to manipulate or what he's trying to present? What is he trying to find out here? And what is he trying to hide? So these are some of the things that I could pick up when I read intuitively with these tarot cards here and with the Emperor. So if you had any other thoughts on any of these cards that you're seeing put here before you, or just about the Emperor itself, just know, go ahead, drop it down in the comment section. I appreciate any feedback or commentary that you may have. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.